This is The Weekly Set, an official podcast of TheTotalScreen.com.
I wish I was the monster you think I am.
You have come here to beseech me?
Can't ask for your soul.
Madness can be a medicine for the modern world.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Weekly Set, the official podcast of The Total Screen. I am your host. My name is Tyson, and joining me today, as always, is my partner in crime here at The Total Screen, William Rohrig.
Hello.
So, today we are recording episode 282 of the podcast. We are going to be discussing The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 4, The Siege, which was directed by Carl Weathers, by the way. And we are recording on November 23rd, 2020. So, what did you think of this episode?
Well, you first.
Me first? Okay, so it was again another distraction like I thought it was going to be, another side quest and everything. Thankfully, though, at least that there was some benefit that it actually went into story. We actually got some story development.
There are some plot updates. I wasn't crazy about this episode either, to be honest. Overall, it's kind of boring. I mean, the thing is, like, the big action set piece, like, has them infiltrating, like, you know, an Empire base, you know, and it's just shooting stormtroopers in corridors. It's all it is, and it's not like the stormtroopers ever present any, like, real threat. Like, the most, like, threatening they are is, like, towards the end of the episode when, like, they're chasing Cara Dune and Reef Karga.
It was a cool chase scene, except the fact that the stormtroopers never hit anything. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, stormtroopers never hit anything. Like, the chase scene was cool, but it's like, yeah, that's the entire episode. They're just shooting stormtroopers who can't hit the broadside of a barn, and there's no tension there.
The end of the air battle was pretty cool, though, with Mando's ship with the engines cutting out and then turning back on.
Right, yeah. I mean, there was some cool stuff, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I just wish, like, that there was just, like, a little bit of, like, tension or drama. Like, I seriously thought Horatio Sands' character was, like, going to betray them in some way, because...
I'm glad he didn't, though, because that's, like, a very tropey thing to do.
Yeah, it's very tropey. Yeah, he didn't, but it's like, there are no twists in this, no surprises whatsoever in this episode.
Yeah, that's true. The biggest danger in the episode was Cara Dune, who kept trying to take off Mando's mask and kept demanding that, you know, all the illegal votes be thrown out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. They need to get rid of that actress. She's terrible. Like, Jesus, like, if they're going to keep the character around, at least, like, recast her. Like, because yeah, she's not only a terrible person, she's a terrible actress. All her lines sounds like she's sleeping when she says them.
Yeah, she's really phoning it in.
Yeah, she's really phoning it in. It's like, Jesus.
She went to the Bruce Willis School of Acting.
Yeah,
phone it in and cash your check.
Just phone it in and cash your check. It's like when I saw her, I'm like, this episode's already knocked down a peg for me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else we can actually discuss from the episode, because we kind of covered almost everything.
Yeah, that's the problem with the show. It's like, yeah, that was it. That would shoot stormtroopers in a base, and then there's this chase scene, and Cara Dune is horrible. There was the scene at the beginning, the cute little scene with, like, Mando and Baby Yoda, and Mando was, like, trying to, like, get Baby Yoda to help him, like, fix the thing on his ship.
Yeah.
Because apparently, like, Baby Yoda was small enough to fit in there. The only thing is, like, Baby Yoda's a baby and can't understand what's going on, so that's not a good idea in the first place. Mando, you ended up endangering a child and actually, like, harming the child with your endangerment. When, like, literally, you just get off of your ship and have it repaired at where you are anyway.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that?
It was they were trying to copy what Disney themselves, because this is Disney, did with Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They had a very similar scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Baby Groot and Rocket.
Right.
Where Rocket's trying to tell Baby Groot, like, you know, he's all, then you gotta make sure you hit this button, and Groot, like, points at the other button. He's all, no, not that button.
Oh, yeah, I remember the classic scene.
This is, like, basically that scene, like, reframed in Star Wars. So, it just makes you want a Baby Yoda, Baby Groot crossover. The most adorable show that you'll immediately, your entire mouth will be filled with cavities from watching one
Right,
scene.
exactly. That's coming to Disney Plus next year.
Yeah, to Disney 18 Plus. Oh, man. Yeah, but that scene was good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It would, you know, you can't take it seriously.
Right, yeah. No, I know.
If you take it seriously, then it's not good, but.
No, I mean, it was a cute, funny scene. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just saying.
At least it was better than all the egg eating stuff.
I'm just saying, if you analyze it, it doesn't make much sense.
It's less horrific than the egg stuff, at least.
Some people would say Baby Yoda had it coming.
Yeah, Baby Yoda needed some shock therapy, electroshock therapy. Yeah, that scene was good. They end up going back to the planet where Carl Weathers' character, Grief Karga, and Cara Dune are. That's how they get involved in this operation where they want to, like, kind of blow up this last Imperial base. They think it's not really armed, that there might just be some people still stowed away there, but it's not actually an armed base anymore, and don't realize that it is armed. Through going through this base and, you know, going to blow it up, there are a few important plot points that come up. One is that we get some insight into kind of the origin of Baby Yoda and everything that's going on with him.
Baby Yoda origins.
Yeah, we also get confirmation from Mando that Moff Gideon is still alive.
Well, no, it's not the origin of Baby Yoda. It's basically what they explain is, like, they're trying to create. They're trying to artificially create force-sensitive beings,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they were using Baby Yoda's blood for.
I thought Baby Yoda was the first one they created, though.
No.
Or the first successful one, and that they were trying to copy it there.
No.
Okay. But anyways, then not Baby Yoda origin, then an origin to force-sensitive, Imperial sympathetic forces.
Right, yeah. Some people are speculating that Emperor Snoke from, like, the first two, like, sequel trilogy films was a result of those experiments.
Could be, I guess.
But that's speculation. I don't know. But that's
the
an
character that was killed
theory.
off the most indignant and stupid way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the current fan theory is like Snoke was like a successful result of those experiments. But we don't know until, like, they confirm it, I guess.
Yeah. We also got an important scene for Mando, realizing now that Moff Gideon is still alive. That's important. Plus,
they put a tracker on Mando's ship.
Yeah, one of Grief Karga's men that was working to repair the ship, you know, he kind of looked kind of strangely towards the camera, I think, at one point. So you knew something was up with the guy. They telegraphed that. And then it turns out that he is, in fact, an Imperial spy. And he set a tracker on Mando's ship, and then Moff Gideon actually gets contacted about that, and you see him go into a room filled with, I believe they're called Dark Troopers, and those are supposed to be, from the extended universe, if that is indeed what they are, they're force-sensitive troopers.
Oh, interesting.
So that's that room he was in, all those, like, people in suits, like, lined up against the wall. That's what they're supposed to be. So I guess that makes sense if they're going to have any kind of tension at all for a fight scene with Gideon and stuff. Once Mando reaches Ahsoka, they need to have some other kind of credible threat. So, I mean, if you have a Jedi there, then what is he gonna do? What can he really do to, like, you know, to create a threat if she's there? Cause she's supposed to actually be, like, a really good Jedi too, like really skilled. So it kind of is like, okay, well, you need some other, like, force sensitive characters, at least. If not Sith, you know, you need force sensitive. So yeah. that's that. What we got from that. Is there anything else you want to talk about the show in general and like how it's going so far? I think there's supposed to be 8 episodes in the season, so this is the halfway point in the season.
Right.
I just feel like there isn't terribly much plot to go on what they've developed so far. Like, we know eventually at some point Mando's gonna find Ahsoka, and we know that that's going to bring Moff Gideon to the same location where he's gonna make a stand, like an aggressive move against Mando and Ahsoka because she's there, and, you know, to gain Baby Yoda again. And so we know that that's going to come down to conclusion. I can't imagine all of that setup, everything that's there, taking more than 2 episodes.
Right.
So then it becomes a matter of, so we basically, those will be the last 2 episodes, and then we have another 2 filler episodes after this. So, are we going to get like a Thanksgiving episode next week?
We're going to get a Thanksgiving episode, yeah. They're going to like have like a big meal with like a bantha.
Yeah, a bunch of eggs for Baby Yoda.
A bunch of eggs for Baby Yoda. A bunch more of that Frog Lady's eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll get an aside from the Frog Lady saying that the first hatchings from her eggs, like, all died, and she's hoping on these last 4, and then we'll have Baby Yoda eat them.
Yeah. I hope we get Ahsoka soon.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to finally, like see her.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get 2 more fucking side quests before that.
Maybe.
And then we'll have 2 episodes. I think we're gonna have 2 episodes with Ahsoka but 2 side quest episodes before that. And I'm kinda like, really? Like, come on. You know, it is okay if you just do like 5 episodes or something, right? Right, Star Wars?
Right.
Disney Plus? We'd be fine with you doing 5 episodes.
They gotta stretch it out to make sure like you're subscribed for at least 2 months.
True. Gotta factor in the strategy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's The Mandalorian season 2, episode 4.
Yeah,
I think we've talked for about 10 minutes.
I guess. I don't know. Jeez, I tried to stretch that out.
So, well, what's the weather like out by you?
Weather is crappy.
It's getting down to freezing temperatures out here in California. By that I mean like 70s, low 70s.
Oh God! Well, thank God I'm not there.
Yeah,
too cold.
It's cold outside.
Cold for this 30-degree weather.
Oh, man. I guess we could just move on and talk about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
So next week, of course, as usual, we're going to continue to talk about The Mandalorian. Hopefully we have about more than 10 minutes of discussion on that one. But also coming up in the next couple of weeks, we are recording this on November 23rd, Monday. On this date, Black Narcissus debuts on FX. That's a new miniseries. On Tuesday, November 24th, The Haves and Have-Nots debuts on OWN. On Wednesday, November 25th, Saved by the Bell comes to Peacock. That's the new remake kind of series thing that's like our continuation, I guess, where it's going to be like a bunch of the kids of some characters from there. Like Zach Morris's kid is one of the characters I know.
Yeah, that's one of the main characters.
And the Great Pretender anime comes back on Netflix as well. On Thursday, November 26th, The F-Spot with Derek Beckles comes to Adult Swim. The Flight Attendant to HBO Max, and Tyler Perry's Ruthless to BET Plus, because all streaming services need to have a plus in the title now.
Yeah.
It's a rule.
Everything. Netflix Plus is coming next.
Yeah. Amazon Prime Plus. That's a mouthful. Say that 3 times fast.
Amazon Prime Video Plus.
Yeah. On Friday, November 27th, 2020, Over Christmas comes to Netflix and Virgin River comes to Netflix. On Saturday, November 28th, 2020, The Uncanny Counter comes to Netflix. On Monday, November 30th, 2020, A Love So Beautiful to Netflix. On Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020, SEAL Team to CBS. On Friday, December 4th, 2020, Blue Bloods, MacGyver, and Magnum P.I. all return to CBS. The Hardy Boys, a new Hardy Boys series coming to Hulu. You a fan of the Hardy Boys, Will?
No.
Not even the wrestlers?
No.
Well, they're coming to Hulu, so you can ignore them entirely.
Yeah, will do.
Also, Selena, the series, comes to Netflix. This is like a series adaptation of, if you ever saw the movie Selena, about the real life Latin American like pop star who was murdered by her manager. That real case. So they're doing like a TV series based on that now, which is kind of strange. It's an old case to be like revisiting. And Big Mouth returns on Netflix, which I'm really excited about. I don't think you've seen Big Mouth, but it's a really good animated show about puberty. It's like really funny. On Sunday, December 6, 2020, Euphoria returns to HBO. Laser Wolf comes to Adult Swim. Power Book 2, Ghost comes to Starz. Shameless to Showtime. Your Honor, the miniseries, to Showtime. And then on Monday, December 7th, Nurses comes to NBC. So that's it. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Tyson Gifford. You can follow Will. He is at Voxel Hero. You can check out our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, as well as our site, thetotalscreen.com. You can subscribe to the podcast through any major podcast client like iTunes or Pocket Cast, and the entire backlog of our podcast is available on our YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Good night.
Good night.
If you would like to reach out to us and make a comment, send an email to contact@thetotalscreen.com. Stay tuned to The Total Screen for the very best in genre television.